I sentence you to having your favorite song turn into a TikTok song and being used in sped up sounds. First date idea. When you're the one who farted, so you have to be the first one to act so no one suspects. It smells like shit in here. Me. Steals the heart of a cute girl. Everyone else in the operation room. Fish and chips. Advertisements exist. The entire internet. This is unacceptable. When you finally dig out that big hard piece of snot deep in your nostrils. Harvard, you need to have an A+ in all of your high school app classes to come to our school. Kid, what if I can eat a ball like really far? Harvard. Silly Billy. Alpha. 15 signs you're a silly Billy. Super rare. And is it better than alpha? Some cats who made our life special. Gaming isn't fun anymore, mother duckers, after playing only Fortnite, FIFA and COD for 5 years. Looks like God didn't save the queen after all. What if he saved her from witnessing doomsday? When she invites you to Netflix and chill, and she gets naked in the middle of Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2. Due to less pollution, flat earthers can now see how stupid they are. When your crush says they haven't had Shreks in a while, use me. Someone makes a joke about another race. Person of that race, that was funny LMAO. Random white girl. By the power of white girl, I'm offended on your behalf. I wish to be irresistible to men. Poof. You are next to a Karen and her damn child. The child is looking at you. The child is talking to his mother and he's pointing at you. The Karen says that his child wants your phone. The kid who has the cool parents. Lunchtime, circa 2002, colorized. 200 episodes. 12 episodes. Anime series. To whoever keeps destroying this toilet, you have great health insurance. Go see a doctor. And if not a doctor, maybe an exorcist. Go poop in a field with the other buffalo. I hate to think of the horrific event that led to a reminder of this size. The Chinese working class. Wait a minute. This isn't a republic. This is anal Shreks. How it started. How it's going. Insta-kill mechanics. When the enemy is at full HP, I sleep. Insta-kill mechanics. When the attack would have killed anyway. Real shit. Me whenever I see someone say cooked. Like, are we cooked, chat? Me still under the table. Cost the trip to buy the grapes drained my social battery for a week. SpongeBob found dead at strip club in Vegas. Who would do this to SpongeBob? Dad doesn't want dog. Family gets dog anyway. Dad and dog. 10-year-old me at Christmas. I'd better use my special robot vision to see what's inside. Me wondering why I'm lagging during online class. My little bro in the next room. He has it all but it cost him everything. New Zealand. Yo Canada, can I copy your homework? Canada. Yeah sure, just change a few things so it's not so obvious. Average supermodel. Random girl who works at the coffee shop down the street. Let me schizo post. I will return to reality later. When you are shopping in a mall and take a wrong turn. Diddy zone. Me after making a mistake. I'm such an idiot. Someone. Yeah, you are. Me. The socks I bought before 2018. The socks I bought after 2018. When you buy a bigger bed, you have more bedroom, but less bedroom. Me looking at the driving instructor after grabbing his, instead of the shifter. Nobody is born cool, except of course, Game developers that make map markers disappear when you arrive there. Dad, your ancestors would be disappointed. My ancestors. Television show when I'm watching. Television show when my parents walk in. Have two side. Big Boss. Majima. Me trying to jump on some NPC's head. Me joining into an old Minecraft world I made. I'm sorry, little one. My dog who's been sitting in the same spot for years. Teacher, don't use Wikipedia, it's not a reliable source. Student, what am I supposed to use then? Teacher, singing nomads, pirates, prisoners of war, and a surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of cabbage. He ate 44 firecrackers and is aware of the consequences. How I look at your fries after I finished my whole meal in 3 minutes. That looks familiar. My cat after eating 2 bites of their breakfast that they woke me up at 5 AM for. When you're dead inside but still have Zoom meetings to attend. Harry Potter in the movies. Harry Potter in the books. Harry Potter. You look like your dad. Yeah, I kinda came from his balls. Me vibing to a song I don't even understand. When you said 2025 will be your year, but the first day already went to shit. Weapon customization in COD be like. People who pee sitting down. People who shit standing up. Me. Get sleepy. Also me. Puts phone away. My body. The movement has restored my strength. We need to talk. Me. K. What fits in? Pants. Cargo pants. Women's pants. Barbecue cookout at my house. Everyone's invited. When you just laying with your girl while she sleep and you thinking, damn, she kinda ugly bruh. How I actually look versus how my grandma thinks I look. Me determining my personality type. Introvert. Extrovert. Babe, you are being irrational. You are imaginary. How I feel after revealing my lore to the chosen ones. Dope ass ducking skeleton with garlic bread. They don't know that I'm observing my own thinking. Me and the psycho doing arts and crafts to get out early. When you ask your friend for money, but he pays you in hentai, yeah, tossing the cat girl too. Sugar dissolves in water, so please, don't walk in the rain or I might lose a sweetie like you. Me watching him through the teddy bear I gave him. Liquor store owners in January. Gym owners in January. Hand of a dog owner. Hand of a cat owner. Hand of a dinosaur owner. Help blind people. Help blind people. Parents, why don't you have a girlfriend or a life yet? Me who finally owns all the cheese in Skyrim. Oprah reveals how she manages to stay stress-free at 64. Step 1. Have $1 billion. Argentinians be like. First name. Last name. There is blood coming out the sink again. I love you too, good night. Absolutely nobody. Geckos. Be a top G. Take a fruit or vegetable in the lunch line. For real. Real. Indeed. When your custom character is in a cutscene. Me, want some water? British person, no thanks. Me, what if I put a leaf in it? British person, indeed. When blind person wins auction. I've won. But what? Hey, are you sleeping? Yes. Now shut up. Badger badger badger. Badger 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 mushroom mushroom. Dad, what's the DNA test result? Call me George. Inflation. My salary. The world is just a cat playing with Australia. You watch anime too? You're so cool. I know you are not real. Please get out of my head. Counter Strike when they strike the counter or something, I don't know, I never played the game. Sorry for climbing the curtains. It will happen again. Keanu Reeves stunt double, seeing the whole internet praising Keanu, but not a soul praising him. Boomers, they ought to replace all the fast food workers who want $15 an hour with robots. Also boomers at a self-serve kiosk. Dog cock, white women, furries. Hey bro, how are you doing? We should play. Bro, these humans just took my balls. You're next. Having $20 as a kid. Having $20 as an adult. Can finally say I wasted 12 months. Bad couple. I really want a cat. They make me sneeze. Good couple. We should get our 15th cat. Yes. I will order more allergy pills. OnlyFans or something, I don't know, I'm only 9. When you finally have enough battery to roll over on the other side of the bed. Oh yeah. School computers installing the oldest softwares to teach students about the latest technology. Me after I hold the door for a girl and she doesn't give me head right away. Do not test my politeness. The working class. Never working and being a bum. Working forever to never retire. When you drop your girlfriend off at rehab. Ho repair. Giving me all the possible signals. Me thinking she's just a kind person. 14-year-olds now. How you don't have a girlfriend? No. She is from another school, you do not know her. No. 14-year-olds in the Middle Ages. How is your wife? Good. Dad, absolutely no cats in my home. Dad, when cat? You are my son now. I love you, father. Loading screen tips be like. Do not breathe under the water. The game. There's clearly a toxic community in it. The devs. We decided to add a public voice chat. The players. This is a very rare moment of a Jeep driving by itself. PC gamers. My PC runs the game smoother plus has better graphics than the consoles. Plus I can add everything I want on it. Also PC gamers. Bro, it hasn't come out on PC, don't spoil it. I'm just built different. Incorrectly. Why did you want to become a professor? Me. Age 6. History in school. History as a hobby. 7 years old, me finding $5 on the ground. 23 years old, me finding $5 on the ground. Prisoner to desires. Imagine your upstairs neighbor chomping around all night in these. Me. Rejects phone call because it's an unknown number. Everyone else at police station. If this guy gets his suntan, he'll have a lot of explaining to do. Point of view. You're writing your essay and you've reached the stage where you're perfectly yapping and words start flowing out of nowhere. In the entire universe, wood is certainly more rare and valuable than diamond. When you finally see that bitch ass mosquito. I'll build my own wall. Brick by brick. I'll be alone. But safe. How I feel after saying I sense thunder in the west and shit starts running down my left leg. I still can't believe that the entire Mr. Bean only consisted of 15 episodes. As a child you'd swear you'd seen 10 seasons of this show. Grug support woman, because Grug like woman. Grug like when woman happy. Happy woman make Grug happy. Babies when you cover your face with your hands. Wow, that's so weird he just disappeared. Everybody you meet is fighting a battle you don't know about. Attack them. Now they're fighting 2 battles. Oh shit, I took both pills and now I'm stuck in Richmond, Virginia. Every time I make my cinnamon toast it reminds me of the Hiroshima victims, and I get a bit sad. 17 buzz cuts that will convince you to shave your head. Make a new good movie. Remake the good movies and get rid of all the good things about them. Disney. Be the American that Japan thinks you are. Failed filmmakers after quitting and becoming film critics. You there, halt. Sniff 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 sniff. Stabbed in Italian Senate, March 14th, 44 BC. Stabbed in Italian Senate, January 17th, 2022. Inside you there are 2 wolves. Yo, what the duck? Unemployment is low-key goated. Where did the watermelon go? Suspiciously watermelon-shaped chicken. Eat the bugs, they will fix all our problems. Don't eat anything, it will fix all your problems lol. Veganism will fix all your problems. Just eat steak, it will fix all your problems. We see the fit bro. Me. Finding the definition for a word by just googling it. A movie with just that word as its title. Wow, I have way too much money. Damn it, what am I gonna do with all this money? It's literally falling out of my pockets. Won't somebody please take some of this money? The housing market. So anyway, that's how I imagine our target audience. Women really think we won't notice. And then, the jar breaks. Why people think learning a language is hard. Cases, grammar, conjugation, writing system, pronunciation, verb tenses. While learning a language is actually hard. Vocabulary. Boyfriend who's obsessed and stalks her location 24/7. Girlfriend who's even more obsessed and does the same. In real life people, after getting shot once. Video game characters, after getting shot multiple times. When the toilet paper runs out, while you still wipe your ass. No, stay with me. Don't leave me. They barely tolerate me. I should be at my best behavior. Say the dark joke. They'll love it. Toddlers when a 70-pound oak dresser drawer begins to fall toward their mushy ass head. When the teacher asks who is presenting next. My DoorDash driver arriving in Afghanistan because I forgot my VPN was on. Duck the zodiac signs. Portable Mexico or portable England? When you punch the annoying kid at school and the principal gives you a 5-day holiday. We gotta do this more often. British cop's latest bust. Me and bro be acting worse than can I, it just ain't never hit media. This isn't normal, right? My roommate swears everyone's chair does this eventually, but I think his asshole has teeth. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop trying to track that package. It's in God's hands now. You said you'd get me out of the washing machine step bro, but you got fine on your own. Florida boy charged with throwing alligator into Wendy's drive-thru. Again. Florida man. My true successor. Imagine if we battled with our ideas instead of our words. My normie friends, when I put on a playlist of techno, sea shanties, death metal and Gregorian chanting. I shaved my eyebrows. You look stupid. Rich influencers making fun of people working 9 to 5 jobs. Also rich influencers when they need a plumbing job done. You are not a jack of all trades, you had ADHD. Me after I read Mild Converse when I was in 7th grade. Hearing a random song for the first time. Hearing the same song 3 months later. When your crotch starts itching in public, but you don't want to scratch it, so you don't look like a freak. 0%. Sell it, you are finally back at even. No. Hey man, I watched that anime. Boku no Pico. I loved the recommendation. Got any more like that? What I have done? YouTubers in their thumbnails. Dap me up. But my family is sleeping. I said bark. My caveman ancestors look at me and my fear of cave after seeing cave diver meme. Pathetic. We do a small amount of tro. To me you bombed an orphanage. Tech behind Tesla full self-driving revealed. I like your Half-Life shirt. The beef between Kendrick Lamar and Rake explained. It's a medium rare steak. Real footage of me every time I give my opinion. Languages that don't have a word for the day before yesterday. Any languages that do have a word for the day before yesterday. Babies kick pregnant women all the time, but when I do it. Lmao, you unironically let your girl dominate you, bro? Yes. Not a single coherent thought in here. Hold on, I'm thinking. What happens to ants' nests when it's raining? Stop it. I'm trying to sleep. Ancient kid draws a circle. Some archaeologist. Sun god. I'm a person who really wants to do a lot of things, trapped in a body of someone who doesn't. If the world was ending, I'd wanna pee next to you. When you finally bag the girl you've been plotting on, but you realize that you only love the journey and not the destination. Me after a long day at the long day factory. When you get an extremely rare item during the tutorial and the game lets you keep it. Yeah, I'll def hop on later. The state I found bro in. Me showing off the muscles I built from running away from all my problems. Humans when another human is slightly different. Arguing. Politics. Hate. Dumb. Dogs when they see a dog that looks nothing like them. Play. The human experience. Paying rent. Alcoholism. 13 hours of screen time. Jacking off. When you buy a PS5 instead of new tires for winter. So, I came across your resume. I do apologize. Bro who has accomplished at 25 what most do at 60. Baldness. Memory weakness. Weak eyesight. Back pain. Joint pain. Fatigue. Persistent headache. When you took a ton of Adderall to finish your project before a deadline, but the power goes out. When the violin solo is so damn lit you just become a bajal. Me wanting to keep my files offline, safe, and organized. Let's finish setting up. Turks arguing about how Turkey is the best nation on the planet from their house in Berlin. My muscles whenever I try to start working out. Wait a minute. I hate fitness. What quantum physics does to a man. Max Planck in 1878. Max Planck in 1901. Normalize sending memes to stay in touch cause I got nothing to talk about. You just earned a gold star in school. It's Germany, 1939. Hank. Don't tell the gringos you are from Campinas, it sounds like Campinas Hank. Hank. Always compliment the fat girls in the gym. They'll remember you and then get fit. Me waiting 3 years to buy a $60 game for $15. Patience is necessary to reach one's goal. Do you fart? Teacher, please don't stack the chairs. It's a safety hazard. Me and the boys. Other music composers use standard instruments. Tchaikovsky. Me and the cashier when I buy Pringles and sponges. Alcohol abuse. I would never. I love alcohol. My depression finding new ways to convince me that I'm the worst person alive and don't deserve to exist. Man, it sure is boring working at the M&M factory. When somebody else picks my main and makes even a single mistake. When the stars needed to be colonized, only one nation accepted the call. Posture reveal. Fortnite squads in 2025. Girls, am I fat? No queen. You are beautiful. Bros, am I fat? Bro, I know 5 fat people and you're 4 of them. Me, I suppose I'll download Tinder to see what's out there. 3 hours later. How it feels when I am the only one on Zoom in a hybrid meeting.